What's up, everybody? You know what it is. It is another Are You the One Second Chances after show. We got a special guest in the building, and we got some tears on the show. Let's get it.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, shoulders. Hey, shoulders. Shoulders.
Hey. Turn it up.
Turn it up.
There it is.
So nice to meet you.
What? We'll do it.
Hey, see you on loving.
Oh, hey.
See you on loving.
We need the red lights.
Hey.
Yeah. There it is. There it is. Hey.
Look at the Middle Eastern Tupac.
Middle Eastern Tupac. Oh.
It's Tosap. It's Tosap. It's Tosap.
Tosap. Oh my gosh. What's up, everybody? You know what it is. Your boy Lem Gonsalves here for another episode of Are You the One Second Chances. Ladies and gentlemen, you can find me at the Poet Saint all day, every day. Next to me is the beautiful, the talented, the lovely. She looks actually really good. Like, not that you don't look really
As
good,
always.
but when I walked in, I was like, hey.
Oh.
It's Abby Vega, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't have my mic's on. I can't hear myself.
I can't
Can you
hear
hear
myself
me?
either.
Oh, there
it
we
is,
go.
there it is.
What's up, everyone? You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at _Abby Vega.
Yes. And I'm going to shoot on over to the anchor leg of this panel. And of course, my A1 since day one, my brother from another mother. You know what it is. Nino Llanera.
Oh, yeah.
These intros kill me every week. Thank you so much, Lem. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Nino. You can catch me at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. As always, follow my hashtag Nino's POV to catch up with me.
Absolutely. And as I said, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest in the building. The music that you are being serenaded by is an original by this man and another person on the show, Tori Deal, who was very prominent in this episode. But ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the incomparable, amazing, indubitably,
Keep on going. Keep it going.
Asaf Goren.
That felt good, right? That felt so good. I was about to backflip myself.
Please don't backflip.
Last time
Yeah.
Asaf was here, he almost knocked out one of the cameras.
Yeah, man. We can't have that. Yeah, it was this camera.
You also do this weird, like, scissor thing with your legs.
Yeah,
I feel like
I was-
anytime.
I can still do
No,
that.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I'll get kicked in the face.
You're on the paddle now. That's why we put you up here. Like, keep me
relax.
from kicking stuff. Anyway,
I'll be a good boy today.
first of all, Asaf, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, man.
We
My
always
pleasure.
appreciate you being here. You are a light in a dark room.
I love you guys.
Yes, yeah, man, for sure. So let's get into it. I want to obviously talk about last week's episode because you and your partner Kaylin were eliminated, and pretty heartbreaking there, sir. So talk about it. Let's get it.
Breaking for me, man. I didn't want to.
You didn't want to leave.
I know
Yeah.
you're
I didn't want
I got to stay.
Yeah, I really wanted to stay for the experience, for the money, for everything, for the people that are looking up to me. You know, I know people are wanting me to win this shit, and thank you. And that sucks because I didn't feel that me and my partner were on the same level of like ambitiousness, or like I was real. Maybe you couldn't see it, but I was so hungry for, like, I wanted to win so bad.
I could see it. I could see it.
And yeah, man, yeah, man. I'm like, good MTV, come on, rematch me with somebody else.
Put me in a room with some more.
I feel like that's like a common thing. Everyone says the matchmakers suck. That's what everyone says every season.
Fired.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what was it? One couple out of how many? 52 or however many it is, over the course of 5 seasons. It's hard. I mean, in this game, I don't care if it's a perfect match or not. It's just a tough game to be in where you have 2 people who, yes, you know each other, but it's not like you're in a relationship. The only people that are in a relationship, they're having problems themselves.
Right.
So realistically, match or not, it's just a tough situation.
Very tough.
And I think you and Kaylin, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you just are 2 different individuals.
We are, but I don't think it's about even a chemistry. I think it's about if your partner want to win this shit as bad as you want to win it, you're gonna win it. It doesn't even matter about chemistry because you'll find a solution if you want it as bad as you want to breathe. That's what you know what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
Like, and she probably, with all the respect to Kaylin, when I look up to this girl. I learned a lot from her. All right, but she didn't want to. She knows that. Okay, there's a reason you didn't see Kaylin on Are You the One? Second Chances. You could barely see her.
Oh, meaning like she just wasn't in a lot of episodes.
Yeah, she didn't
throughout the
like shine.
episode. Right.
Barely. You asking why? She was holding back, and that sucks. I'm not feeling bad that we lost. Okay, like I do, but I don't feel bad that she didn't like. We lost because of her, maybe, but I feel bad for her that she was holding back. She told me that she doesn't want to be the same Kaylin she was on Are You the One?
Right.
And I'm like, girl, like everybody, like you were the star of the show because you were yourself, and
We loved her on Are You the One?
Everybody.
She was in the middle of a transition trying to figure out what the best balance would be.
Right.
To be that same Kaylin back then, but also represent herself in a way where people can still look up to her probably now. How's your relationship with her now?
Right. We don't talk. We don't talk at all. She actually blocked me from on all social media.
Oh no.
Yeah. Like, how can you block me?
Yeah.
Why?
You blocked ASAP?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Kaylin, this is my camera. Kaylin,
Yes.
please.
Come on, guys.
How can you say no to
I
that?
want to see your photos like the bikini ones.
That's about to become a.
I said I want to see her photos.
Please. I want to comment.
I just want to be able to comment.
Maybe I want to give her a shout out on my Instagram and like repost maybe.
Yeah, something.
Kaylin, think about it. You don't think business.
Yeah.
Was it like, wait, did this like something happen after the show, or is it just because of the show
I
that
don't
this
know.
happened?
Before the show, no, out of nowhere.
Oh,
I
it was
like,
before the show.
Yeah,
She brought you before the show.
before the show.
What'd you do?
I don't know.
I mean, well, anyway,
Yeah, man. So I feel terrible because I really need that money. I really want to represent and to be in Australia on MTV in this competition.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm blessed.
Yeah.
I'm blessed.
Absolutely.
And she probably didn't want it as I did, and I feel sorry for myself.
Okay. So do you? I mean, after saying all of
I
that,
was so honest. I feel sorry for myself.
Yeah.
So honestly, do you think? I mean, it's kind of a rhetorical question, but do you think you would have gotten farther if you had a different partner that wanted to be there?
100%. 120%.
Okay.
It's all good, man, dude. You got a lot going on for you.
If you could have chosen someone else from your season to be your partner, who would it be?
From my season?
Yeah, if you could choose one person, who would it have been?
One person, of course, a girl.
Yeah, a girl.
Of course.
It will be or Tori or Julia.
Oh, okay.
Just for the reason that Julia, she doesn't give any fucks.
Yeah.
And I think she's a beast.
Yeah.
I would say Francesca, and probably that's what you're like. You want me to, or you're expecting for me to say.
No.
Let's go over that.
I wasn't even thinking that. I wasn't thinking you were
not
gonna
at
choose
all.
her.
Right.
Not at
So
all.
yeah.
I could see Julia.
Yeah.
And
'Cause like
Tori,
you said,
obviously.
Yeah, and,
Tori's savage.
She's a
Yeah.
savage. She's a savage.
You
But
guys
yeah.
together in a competition, partnered, would be nuts.
Oh wow.
That would be crazy.
That'd be crazy. That would be crazy. Maybe they'll have a AYTO third chance, so you can get booked for that, and then you pick your partner.
Because
maybe
in this episode, obviously,
his face.
in this episode, obviously, Torgan had situations.
Yeah, there was a lot of situations going on, but I really don't put that on Tori because I feel like Tori's legit. Like she's been here several times.
yeah.
I think just overall she's a good people and she's a straight shooter. And I think Morgan is easily influenced, because you saw when Devin was kind of talking to him about the episode, he was like, yeah, right. And even when she had kind of a little bit of the breakdown and she started crying, she was basically telling him, like, when we're together, you're good.
You want to be Mr. Robot.
Exactly. You want to do.
I was dying.
That was the best.
She said that she's
That was
Mr.
the best.
Robot?
Yo.
so.
I don't know. I don't know.
That was the best. No, that was my favorite thing of this whole season.
That was an accident. Like that was an accidental impression of Morgan. Did you hear him right now? He just
Yeah, I
sounded
did.
like
Yeah, exactly. No, but for real. But yeah, he and I could see that happen. I could see him being with her and everything's cool, and then he gets around the guys,
Yeah.
or whatever, and then like, oh yeah, and this gotta feel some kind of way.
Listen, Tori did the first move, she dated his
You're right.
roommate, right?
Yes.
And that sucks.
Right.
And it will hurt even my ego. And now she's coming, you know, she's like trying to get things like going, like that. She's trying to make like everything, like nothing happen, and it's impossible. I'm sorry. Like a heart of a man is very gentle, and you gotta respect that. You gotta understand it.
We're gentle beings.
We're very sensitive, and Morgan is a sensitive robot. He's a robot. He's a sensitive. He's sensitive.
Is he like the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz?
Without a heart?
He has a
Doesn't
heart
have a
in there
heart?
somewhere. You just have
Yeah.
to find
He
it.
find
He
it.
has a heart.
He
Yeah.
does.
That's a good analogy. Morgan is the Tin Man.
He is the Tin Man.
He's gotta find
he
his
was
heart.
dressed up as a Tin
Yeah,
Man for the movie.
he was. He was. What do you think about, Asaf being in the house?
Yeah.
Who do you feel at this, being there until you left? Who do you think is the strongest couple, in your opinion?
Shanley and Adam.
Really?
Yeah.
And why so?
I think they grow from the hate.
That's what I kind of said. That's what I kind of meant the past couple of weeks was their experience together and how they bounce back from each other, even when they're fighting. I think makes them really, really strong.
You can see a progress, right?
Yeah, you have to watch out for a couple like that because you see how mad they can get with each other, then all of a sudden bounce back and then they're okay.
Right. I love it.
I feel like
love
it also helps that like even though they're not in a relationship, they've been friends for 4 years. That's a long
Right.
time. So it's like she said, she goes, we've been friends for so long. Like this isn't gonna change it.
Right.
That's longer than most of the couples because most of them were from the last 2 seasons. So maybe a year they've known each
And
other.
in their situation, the juxtaposition between their emotions and how they are work.
It
It
definitely
didn't quite
work.
work for
Definitely
their
works.
situation, but it works for them.
I think
you
they
know?
work great together. Like
Yeah.
you can see a progress and growth from the hate. They're like trying to prove to each other like I'm better and we're gonna win the next mission because of me, not because of you. You suck, but we're gonna win because
So
of
they're
me.
trying to top each other.
Exactly,
And
the
that's what
ego.
makes them better.
Exactly, there you go. And I'm watching from this side, and I'm like, I really wish that Shanley could like get mad at me, like she's getting mad at Adam. It's so sexy.
Where's Shanley? I need to say this story.
She's kind of a person with values, and I admire this kind of thing in a woman. And I'm like, girl, get at me too. Get at me or slap me in the face.
my
Just
God.
get at me.
Wait.
It's definitely.
I don't think guys
To
use.
what?
I wish
Shanley,
guys said
get
that
at
to
me.
me. Get mad at me, girl.
Get mad at me. Slap me in my face.
Oh my God, this is turning into.
Sorry about that. But I love Shanley. I love Shanley.
She was just here last week. Shanley's dope.
Yeah.
I like
And
Shanley
sexy.
too. I like Shanley too. Yes.
It's part of the game.
It is. It's part of the game. I have a question though, going back to your partner, Kaylee.
Sure.
There was a moment where it appeared that you were like really trying to woo her, like in the romantic sense. Was that a genuine situation, or was that you trying to save face for the game?
Right. Look.
How the beginning of a sentence starts. It's always gonna be. This is gonna be a story, so you're gonna want to listen.
Oh my God.
Okay, let me tell you something.
Tell us.
Look, you're in Australia. Look, life is beautiful. Look, I've been in the Israeli today. I've been in the Israeli military. I've been through some hard shit. This
You what?
competition, this competition is one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life.
Oh wow.
And you're trying to find your place out there. So I was like, I want to be with my partner. Maybe there is actually something in there. You know, after all, she's my perfect match. So I've been willing, even though we were sucking every mission, I wanted to see if there might be any romantic kind of future like between us.
With you.
Yeah.
Outside of the game.
100%. So I'm
Okay.
like, maybe it's gonna help us to win any like the next mission or something. So I was open to it, and when I'm open, you could see I just did the first move, which was to be open, genuine, and like to kiss her.
Yeah.
But I think she's scared. She's scared.
She didn't fall for the black eyes.
Yeah.
The deep, dark black eyes.
Dark black guy.
Look, I'm not that stupid. It's the language barrier.
It's like, look, when I was, they're nice brown eyes. They are.
Deep dark onyx eyes from Asaf.
Like I'm evil.
I said it last time when I was like in 3rd grade. I thought I had black hair, black eyes
Yes.
too. Until somebody told me like, no.
It's impossible. impossible. Unless
Third
you're
grade.
Dracula.
You said third grade.
Okay.
Bro, I was like, I have black eyes. What are you talking about? Like,
I
you
was so convinced. Like, my eyes are black.
They're black. Come on, guys.
That was like one of my
eyes.
favorite things.
That was funny.
I had to say something.
That was funny.
So usually I write when you go to audition, you write your hair is black and
it's not
black, right? And your eyes are brown. And there it was the opposite. Like, I don't know, the Australian like forms.
Oh, so you just
Everyone else got it right.
yeah.
So yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, no. No.
I'm fucking up.
Sorry, you can't.
We
You can't
digress.
use that. You can't use that. You can't use that. Oh, we gotta love ASAP. One more thing before we get into the actual episode.
Sure.
Just keeping on the romantic trajectory.
Sure.
You kind of had a little thing with Miss Alicia.
Alicia.
And it looked like it was kind of not a rebound situation because you weren't with Kaylin, but
Right.
it seemed like Kaylin maybe like didn't go for your advances. So you're
Right.
like, who's next? And then you,
Right.
hey,
Who's the next victim?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think
Sounds a little scary.
right.
I think Shanley would have been the next victim if he was
I
around a little
wish.
longer.
I'm hoping it wasn't that. But what was the situation with that?
So look, again, it was very intense. It was very intense to be in the house. Like the feelings is intense. Like
Oh,
it's
of course.
stressful as
Right.
hell. You don't know who's gonna be eliminated next, who's gonna be on the, never mind. But
So you wanted to release some stress.
yeah, but she's too. She was calling for that. If Alicia, she's gonna see it, she'll be
probably
like,
knows she's not gonna see
she did the first move.
She did the first move.
Look, I promised after Are You the One, I promised my mom. I'm
Promised your
not
mom.
gonna make any first moves here unless it with my perfect match. I'm not gonna be the fuckboy from Are You the One. Eyes on the prize.
On the prize.
Who is the prize?
Who was the prize? Oh, that prize. That prize.
But yeah, man, I mean, you can. We just had a great time. She's super fun. She's super happy all the time. I love it. No, it's not too deep. Nothing too serious.
No shade.
She seems
Yeah.
like someone kind of like along the lines of Julia, like just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
She's
and I
just kind of
love it.
like whatever.
Yeah, and people judge her
Yeah.
on like social media. She's
Yes.
getting a lot of hate by because she's been with a lot of guys. But I mean, let her live. Like you don't want to be with guys.
So
don't be. So
after
let her
the
live.
show, did anything happen?
After the show, nothing. We were just talking, but nothing serious. Even though she would love to.
I can't.
Literally cannot.
I can't let us I'm
sorry.
Okay. Let's on that note.
cocky, but
And that note, let's break
my
down the
God.
episode. So this
much.
one, basically, the challenge of this episode, which was a better challenge. I feel like
was
they've
funny.
had some
This was
like
a good one.
Yeah, this
This
was a
made
good
you
one.
thinking
Some of
you
these
had to, like,
challenges,
really-
were like what when they had to like buy what was it buy
A
things
gift for
from- yeah,
strangers.
That
That
was
was
so
weird.
oh, which one? The one with the chair? Hashtag that chair.
That
Literally,
was
you and
classic.
challenges. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, the chair. Did you really think that was a good gift though?
I just wanted to stand out.
like the white suit.
Like the white.
What exactly?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Look, I'm not gonna be like the average people gonna bring like an Elvis
Yeah.
like record or something. I was really thinking about the benefits that he could have with the chair. He's like working in electronics and from home and
So
all.
it's like a
that.
practical
He
gift.
thought beyond
Right.
beyond the whole front of the situation.
It's like my great grandmother, like on weddings, she would give like a broom and dustpan as a wedding
I think
gift.
that's great.
And it's like, first of all, you're like, what, a broom and dustpan? But she's
practical.
like, everyone needs
Yeah.
a broom and dustpan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're like, he needs a chair.
He
so,
needs a chair.
You know what?
Like
I'm gonna give him a
I'm
chair.
going to like 3 weddings this year. I'm gonna buy people brooms and dustpans.
I think that's great. Like
a chair.
if someone
Maybe a chair.
someone asks me what I want, I'm like, yo, buy me a green card. You may help me,
Oh gosh. Okay.
friend.
Going into the challenge.
I'm legal in America. I'm legal. I don't need a green. I
Clarify that. Thank you.
Clarify that. So somebody at the door.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Entertainment visa. Good.
Right,
Entertainment visa.
Right. So the couples had to make a video that best illustrates why they are a perfect match, and then it was going to be judged by Melburnians.
Can you say it one more time? I can't say it.
Melbournians.
Melbournians?
Melbournians.
What does it mean?
Melbournians.
Like
For
The
Melbourne.
people of Melbourne.
Yes. So Melbournians.
Melbourne.
Like if you're from Albania, you're Albanian,
Right.
correct?
So they're
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't say.
Why is that Melbournians?
In Melbourne, Australia. Where you were?
It was amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna get it.
Don't bring me back.
I know
the memories.
Yeah, because we won't stop. We won't stop. So they all have these different locations
Still
where
in
they have
depression,
to,
bro.
where they have to film. They got to pick at random
Yeah.
these envelopes or what have you, and so they have these different locations. So Shanley, your girl Shanley, and Adam, they have the tire shop, which started off like it was going to be a disaster.
Shanley got greasy.
Yes, she was the grease monkey. She thought it was a good idea for her to play that role. Which, if you think about it, based on last challenge with her building the bike and him just having 2 pedals, I mean, that made sense. And then him kind of be like, hey, I need some help or whatever. But obviously, their chemistry was way off. And I love how the mechanic is like, nah, that
And he
looks
was
weird.
sitting down with them on the floor like he was giving a therapy session to these two.
That was so funny. That was so funny. He was like, yeah, that looks weird.
And the camera just pulls up in between those two.
Yeah.
All of it pulls out.
And the guy's sitting there.
Like a therapist or something.
Yeah, really, that's what it looked like.
The mechanic.
So funny. So that was going on there. We go to Cameron and Michaela, who again should kill this challenge. They're the only one in a relationship. They've known each other for a few years. And so they are in this aquarium and they're trying to make their movie and they're having problems. And they're not getting along. There's no chemistry.
No.
Everything's all bad.
Not
with them.
surprised, man.
Not surprised.
Not surprised.
What, you say you're not surprised. What was it like that in the house? Because again, they were the only ones in an actual relationship.
Look, I can definitely understand Cameron. She was on his neck all the time. Like he needed to breathe. It seems like
she was very clingy.
Very. And with all due respect, this is love, but at the same time, he needs, a man needs also like freedom a little bit. And no, really, and it's hard. It's hard. She's really on him all the time. Like she's very needy. And it seems like their relationship is kind of because he couldn't stand it anymore.
This is crazy because I could just think about Michaela watching this episode, knowing that they're not together now, which everyone knows.
Right.
And just how it played off in the whole episode itself,
connecting the dots.
It
It was. I mean, we see it. I mean, and again, you see it in live color with this, and again, knowing the outcome of their relationship, how they're not together. Yeah. It's almost like you see the playbook of what happened, or what's the demise of their relationship.
Oh, that would suck to see that
how
on
it
TV.
ended. Yeah, this is how it ended. And to see that play out. So, yeah.
It would either be awful or it'd be kind of therapeutic. Because sometimes, when a relationship ends, you're what happened? And you have, your idea of it, but you're not seeing it. So maybe seeing it could be kind of therapeutic. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
You're right.
It depends to who.
Yeah, it depends on who it is.
I think he's hella cool. Like, he's okay. He's over it. But I think she's a little bit
she's a little clingy.
Yeah.
Okay. We see Devin and Rashida. Devin and Rashida are always funny.
I didn't see this.
Always having a good time. They're in the lake.
Because of Rashida. She's hella cool. She's just cool. I won't even call it a chemistry. I'll call it
that she's cool.
She's just cool as hell. And that's why they're working great together.
Mm. So you think the strength in that particular partnership is her?
Definitely.
Really,
because it's not easy to get along with Devin. He's not an easy person. Very loud, very cocky. Yeah.
I think she probably does handle him very well.
Yeah.
And then he could handle her craziness too. Mm-hmm. So that works together.
I think this is them as a couple is probably one of the best perfect matches.
Right.
And when I say that is as far as people coming together and being an actual match.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Because of, like you said, how they complement no one. And that makes sense because of how Devin is. Who else is going to handle that? Mm-hmm. Right. And she's able to do it and basically, and they balance each other out, with their personality.
What I thought was interesting too, because when he was here, he made the point about when it was already the one, they were working as a team,
right? And
then now it's him and Rashida. So I feel like he does have that very strong loyalty to her that helps. She deals with him, which you can see he doesn't get along with a lot of people, but I think he really does have that undying this is my teammate, and I'm gonna help her. I'm gonna do whatever it takes for her as well.
Right. They both.
Have that. So yeah. So I think that's why they work.
Yeah.
Right.
You never see them really argue
No,
ever.
and you won't see. They're like accept each other.
They cancel each other's
really-
egos out because they're trying to work as a team together.
Yeah.
It's like unconditional love.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's very nice.
Yeah, I really want to see this whole video.
It's very nice.
It's very
It'll
nice.
come, ASAP. One day it'll come.
You'll find it. You'll find it.
She might be watching you right now.
Do we need
Maybe
to make
my
a
love
do
is
we need
next
to make
to
a
me right
hashtag
now.
for ASAP?
Yeah. Find ASAP love.
Find ASAP love. Hashtag find ASAP love. I don't
Find
think
your love.
Watch this back there, Abby.
Do you know how hard it is to find a decent girl in this city? You probably know.
Yeah, we live here.
It's-
You're sitting with one of them. No,
Hey!
I'm kidding.
Are you-
I'm kidding.
Wait.
Oh, ASAP. Oh.
Wait. You can now continue like nothing
Can we
happened.
get some mood
missed
music,
it. So
jazz?
about
Listen.
2-3
little-
minutes ago.
What?
About 2-3 minutes ago, he had mentioned something. He said maybe, and you didn't hear this.
You didn't hear that.
Maybe my perfect match is right next to me right now.
Right. So I started. Can we use like one microphone for both of us?
Can
Can we get rid of this one? Please, production. Production.
He's gonna just chuck it. He's like, yep. Where'd my mic
Here it
go?
is. Here it is. Here.
What is that?
Oh,
My question is, are you dating it?
Ooh.
this is this mood
Yeah.
music.
What
Are
is
you
that?
dating it?
This is the
Oh,
mood music.
this is the mood music.
He's saying, "Are you dating somebody?" Hey!
I feel like I need to be sitting over there.
I'm getting bright red.
Look, we match. A perfect match right now. Look, it's a perfect match.
Don't look at me with those black eyes.
I'm out the way. No, you got
It's
it.
you.
Right here.
You don't want me to listen. No, really. Are you dating someone?
No,
right
I am
now?
not dating anyone.
How old are you? You're young. You're like 20.
24.
A kid. Like
What?
young. You're very young.
But how
Yeah.
old are you? You ain't
20,
old.
25.
Get out of here.
You're so old.
Very mature, not I'm mature.
Very mature.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next subject.
Next subject.
We're gonna talk about it after.
We'll get after the taping, right?
Yes.
Yes. So we see Morgan. This is where the robotic Morgan comes into play, which, according to
So you're back in the frame with me.
yeah, oh yeah.
I know you want to be next to me, but
I'm curious as to what the live chat is saying. 'Cause
I
I'm like,
know.
they're probably going crazy
there's a
right
live
now.
chat?
Yeah, there's a live chat going on right
Can we
now.
possibly pull up that
Yeah,
live chat to
yeah.
see if anybody is
see is on there.
hollering at ASAP as well too, or maybe
Yeah.
trying to ship these two here.
I'm a good boy. Listen,
Wait, what would be their couple names? So instead of Torgan, so you have Abby and Asaf. So
Absaf.
Abaf.
Abaf.
Abaf. That sounds like
AC.
I'm dirty. I need
AC.
to take a bath.
AC.
Amber who? Amber and Nino? I don't know. Hi.
ah, ASAP, love you.
I love you.
I love Michaela too, but yeah, she does.
But yeah, she does feel like
Okay, get on the live chat because they're gonna hate. They're gonna hate.
haters gonna hate. I'll be one of the haters, but they're gonna hate.
They're gonna hate. They're gonna hate. No, so what is it? Abaf? Is that what we're going with?
AC.
AC?
No?
AC.
Abby. AC.
Abby and Asaf.
Yeah, AC.
What?
Okay, let's move on.
We'll think about it. We'll think about it.
Maybe the live chat. Oh, our engineer, he's got one. Let's see. What's he got? Assy?
That's AC.
Oh, AC.
I'm trying to say.
But that doesn't make
that's what
sense.
AC.
Abby and
AC.
ASAP.
I think we need to think about it.
Oh,
I
that's
think
what
we
you
need to
were
think
trying
about
to-
it.
Okay, maybe the live chat can give it to us.
Live chat, let us know. Hashtag,
Let us know what you think.
Hashtag a couple name for this.
Yeah, Abby and Asaf.
Yeah.
Okay, so we see Morgan and the robot situation, and Tori is basically has this great idea, which I thought, I mean, maybe they didn't pull it off that well, but I thought it was a good concept because Morgan does sound like a robot already.
It's funny.
And when she brought it up, he was like, yeah, and he starts turning his head, and you know what I'm saying? So I think it just maybe wasn't executed that well, but I think it was a good idea from Tori.
And it would have been bad enough to be good.
Right.
Also, did anyone get the vibes that they like left out a huge chunk because they like randomly show Morgan just like not doing it anymore and storming off?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, they did.
And I was
leave out
like,
a
what
chunk.
happened?
Oh,
And
yes.
she's like, why is he leaving? We have stuff
Right.
to film. And he was just like, mad.
And maybe that could be a situation as to why.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened.
That was an edit mistake. I bet you they just left that clip in on accident. That was the wrong storyline. We're not gonna go with that anymore.
I think Tori's just trying to squeeze some emotions out of Morgan.
And a robot.
You can, yeah, it's because it's hard. You never seen like any emotional reactions from
From
Morgan.
him.
It's just like I think it's just the smartest. That's how I used to call him.
And this did come up because didn't it come? It wasn't this episode, but it came up that he doesn't show emotion.
Right.
It came
he
up
has
this
a lack
episode,
It was
too.
this episode, okay. That he doesn't show emotion, and it's true because he is very just flat with everything. You never know what he's thinking, which is why I think she was, last week when you were there and they actually shared, which is why you were eliminated.
Stupid.
Stupid. Share.
Talk with him right now. We'll see what he's gonna ask. I cannot say anything.
But that whole situation, so she was like, "I'm not stealing."
Yeah.
Like, just let him know, like, because you couldn't read what he was going to do. And I think she was just trying to let him know, like, look, I'm in it for the long haul. So, anyway, and then with the Mike and Alicia video, that was
bad.
It looked like it was bad.
It was bad,
Even in the creation
Bad
of it.
to the bone.
So, they show these videos or, little short films or whatever to the Melburnians. And they go back to the house, and then Karamo is there, and he says, third place goes to Adam and Shanley. And they were so relieved that they were last. They were so, like, you would have thought they got first. They were like, oh my gosh, yes. Because Adam and Shanley, because they were fighting so much and couldn't really get it together, they were afraid they were going to be last.
Right.
Oh.
So they ended up third place, and they got a little change.
Right.
Second place was Devin and Rashida. And then first place, which we kind of called, was Cameron and Michaela. They looked like they, obviously got rid of the differences.
Just a young boy
And,
coming from a small town.
Exactly.
Just a young girl. Is this a Journey song?
It's a great song. Sounds like a great
Right.
song.
Unfortunately, last place was Mike and Alicia, and again, no surprise there. So now they're in limbo, so to speak, as what's going to happen. Because again, like when you're in last place, you have no control over anything. You're just stuck.
I don't believe in their relationship. I don't think Mike really wanted her back then.
Really?
He was just like hella thirsty, and he was, and she was like, okay, like whatever,
It's kind of weird to watch, knowing that like there was people back home and situations, and they were,
Yeah.
So you think he was just taking advantage of the moment because he was there with her?
I mean, yeah, which is all good, no rules, like do whatever the fuck you want. But at the same time, she didn't really want him. She was looking up on his mistakes all the time.
So she was looking at you.
No, she wanted me.
Everybody wants Asaf. Come
No.
on, Haven't you
I mean,
realized this?
she compromised with sometimes with Mike.
Oh.
No, listen, I'm not in the story. Live it. It's not about me. It's about them.
It's
She
about
just
them.
didn't want him. Wanted him.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Sometimes it's better that I'll shut my mouth.
Probably the part that got my thug tears out this episode was seeing Tori get emotional when she's talking to Morgan, and I've really felt for her because I feel like she's playing this game very well. I think she's a great competitor, and I feel like she has him, and he's being influenced by these other guys and whatnot, and talking mess, like she said, with these other guys, namely Devin, who Devin is basically just trying to get in his head and mess him up. And he's not realizing that, even though supposedly he's so smart,
It's really easy to get
exactly.
in his head.
I think a lot of it is like you were saying earlier is that it's his ego is probably still so hurt from what she did because Tori is awesome. Like I think she's so cool and everything she's been doing in the game is awesome. And I'm sure she'd give a really honest answer to this question. But if like what she did to him, he did to her, would she be acting the same way? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I think it totally is an ego thing and you want to stay there and you want to win because I think Tori and Morgan are both like really cool people in this game and like on the show. But I think like definitely a guy. And so, of course, when he's around Devin and all these people who saw what happened to him, he's got to try to put on this little
he
front
must
because
feel
he's probably
like-
still a little butthurt about it. He wouldn't
must
be.
feel super weird. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? To have that happen to him and still be cool with her.
Yeah.
In the situation and still try to win money from her and then not steal the week before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep our buddy here.
Right.
Still the game and not steal that 75,000. They're like, oh, you must be whipped. Blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, his ego is totally dripping on him like all over the place and. I don't know. When I saw him, I was like, maybe in my head I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's playing the game and he's trying to make them think that he's going to steal. But they're both not or whatnot.
No.
But I have a feeling in this episode we're going to get to it because we found out what happens at the end.
Right.
He pushed steal. I feel like I could.
You think he did?
I think he did.
100%.
You saw his
You think
face at the end when he was like, no. He was
Oh
like,
yeah, that would suck.
He understood that he made a mistake a week before, that he didn't steal the $75,000. Actually, we chose them to go on the choice, right?
Right.
Because I genuinely wanted to give them a chance to Tori, because she's, she was a better friend than Tori.
Give him a chance for her to steal.
Yeah, I'm like, girl, 75,000. That's probably.
Take that money.
Did you think she would have? In your head, did you think she would have?
I just wanted to give her a chance,
But she.
You just wanted to stay in the game.
Also, with the hope they're gonna press both.
Double steal.
Yeah, that's what he was thinking.
Of course. But no, I really felt her in that, and I felt like her emotions were very warranted. I felt like she was coming from a good place. And I really think, even though he seems like to be this emotionless person, he got the message. I think he got the message. And I can see where you were saying about, reeling over what happened and being cheated on and all of that. But at the same time, I feel like they're making progress in this game. And I think ultimately they both want to win at the end of the day. So
it'll be interesting to see how it goes.
Yeah,
throughout the next
exactly.
couple weeks.
We also see people strategizing and really like in Mike, and he's chime in like, just basically because now he's on the chopping block, he wants to have him to steal or have them both steal so they can stay in the game, which makes sense. So now everybody's kind of getting in his head and kind of learning like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. So ultimately, no surprise, Morgan and Tori get voted in on this episode, and this is where it gets crazy.
Yeah.
So Karamo does his spiel as he normally does, and again,
He's so good at that.
he's good at it. But I'm
I
like,
love
okay,
him.
we know the rules, but he says them again.
Maybe we don't.
Right. And so, Tori and Morgan, give their spiels. They push their buttons, and then he's like, guess what, guys? It's a blind choice. And everybody's like, and then Devin, yeah, he does his thing.
Let's go.
Right. So it's hilarious.
Signature.
Right. Hilarious. So basically the whole situation with the blind choice, which I honestly think this definitely makes it interesting because you have no idea. So it's not revealed who picked what.
Right.
Essentially.
Even though we know from just looking at Morgan's
You look at
eyes.
his
Possibly.
There's a 90% possibility.
Possibly. We're just gonna say possibly.
I'll put my iPhone on there. Like,
Okay.
press.
But we don't know what happened, and no one gets voted out. So at this point, we have Alicia and Mike stay in the game.
Sucks, yeah.
Plus, they continue playing, not knowing what each other did.
Right. Because they'll never know.
They're gonna live
Correct.
with a doubt.
Yeah.
So ultimately, what's really messed up about this situation is you can compete, right? Get more money, kill it in the challenges, all of that. And when all is said and done, when it gets to the end, they could have pressed steal. So all that money you work towards can go to that one person who pressed steal if you press share.
It's all about the greed.
Yes. So it does make it very interesting. And of course, we see in the previews going in next, like, what did you pick? What did you pick? Right. So then it's like, okay, are you going to be honest and tell the truth? My question to you, Asaf, is if you were in that situation,
right,
and it ended up you picked your button, whatever you chose,
right,
share, steal, whatever,
yeah,
and it said it's a blind choice,
right.
Would you have told your partner after the fact what you did?
At the beginning, I won't tell wait, after the blind choice?
I'm saying if you were in the blind choice, and same thing happened with what happened with Tori and Morgan.
Right.
And you pressed your button. Would you tell your partner after you pressed the button,
right,
hey,
I stole,
or I picked share?
No, I won't tell the truth.
You wouldn't tell the truth?
No, probably not. I won't tell the truth.
Because you probably would have stole.
I probably would have stole, first of all. Yeah, but no, I don't know. Really, I don't know if I would be in this situation because I really, back then, even now, I care about greatness more than money. I would rather to stay in the game. Mm-hmm. It's not about ego. I would rather stay in the game till the end, till the finals, and rather than just leave with like a lot of money. Because I totally understand more. I understand Tori. She really wanted everything. She wanted the whole experience. She wanted the most money, and maybe to get to finish with the love, to find love with Morgan maybe.
Okay.
She wants everything. She's exactly like me.
She wants everything.
Yeah, but I'll tell her. I'll tell her if I would steal. I'll tell her. No, I wouldn't tell her.
Oh,
sorry. I'll tell her at the
confused.
end. I'll tell her at the end.
After
that
she
I
finds
stole.
out, like
After
they win.
After we win, or like, yeah.
Well, it was funny because I think now
Yeah.
Tori's just gonna be confused because in like their little interview thing, she's like, "Did you press deal?" And he was like, "Yeah." No. Yeah. Like she's gonna have no idea
No
because
idea.
you can't read him to begin with.
Well,
so
yeah.
it's like
Morgan would be very difficult because really,
at one point he was smiling and
emotionless.
I was like, well, look at his
Well, do a
face.
smile. Do a smile.
He was making a face. I was like, look at his face. And he's like, no, that's just him smiling.
At some point,
stole, bro.
when he was trying to do his robot voice, it sounded like the same Morgan.
It did sound
Yeah.
like
The
Sam
robot
Morgan.
voice sounded like regular Morgan.
That's hilarious. No, that's
You know.
what makes it hilarious.
It's great.
It's great.
That's great.
Let's go ahead and get into predictions. Let's do that.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Was that
All right.
new? That sounds different to me.
That's the short version.
Yeah, I was gonna
they
say it's
have
a little shorter.
They have a long
It
version
was
and a short
Morgan.
version. It was Morgan.
AfterBuzz TV prediction.
I can't with this dude, man. Oh my god! All right, Nino. Going into next week and beyond.
I think they're gonna try to put Torgan back on the chopping block because come on, after that situation, they're gonna be like they're so much more confused than ever right now.
So you think that would be a good thing?
That
to
would
do?
be a thing to do. Well, Rashida and and Devin would definitely want that way that to play out in that situation for them to be back on the chopping block once again as far as stealing or whatnot.
Okay.
Because it would be the smartest thing to do too. You know what I mean?
I think that would be the best thing.
Like as far as confusion wise, unless Michaela and Cameron show no that'll be too hard.
No, I don't
Unless,
think they're
unless
that.
Adam and Shanley were to have like bigger fights, and as you mentioned, we gotta keep on watching if things progress or whatnot. They might be another choice to want to have to go in again too.
Interesting. Okay.
But yeah,
I would pick definitely
What would you pick?
Morgan and Tori.
it's been the smart way to go, right? To put Morgan and
100%.
Tori.
I think they're the strongest.
If I was going to
Couple.
pick them, I would pick them because they're strong. Not because of what went on,
Yeah.
but I think that
I do
because
for
they're
both.
strong. Yeah. But because they're and that's why they went in the first place. That's why Devin and Rashida, they see them as the threat.
Right.
And that's why they kind of politic to get them in there.
I think blind choice is not smart.
It's not smart.
I guess I feel like I don't want to watch it next week.
Really?
Yeah, I mean where's the fun?
Yeah, we want to see people steal some
we wanna
money.
see steal.
You wanna
Abby
see-
wanted that drama. She was
I
waiting for
love
this
it when
double
they steal the money.
Stealing is when they do steal, it is kind of.
I love it.
Oh my god! I think back when Hayden stole and just his.
He's like, I want a boat.
Yeah.
I was like, yes.
Savage.
He was
Yeah.
What was? I mean, just real quick. What was? I mean, was it as bad as what we saw in
Like,
person when he stole? When he stole?
It will. Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
didn't
I
care.
just one
Yeah.
greedy motherfucker. You know? But at the same time, we cannot judge him. I don't know what he's been through. I don't know what his situation at home. I'm
Well,
sure
he had a girl
he-
at home that he was trying to get a place, right?
Yeah.
I have to say of the steals though, like that's the one I like couldn't feel really bad for her because it was so obvious he was
That
gonna
he was
do it.
gonna
Everyone
steal.
told her, so it's like at that point, whatever.
Like what?
You
should.
knew.
Why would
yeah,
you pick share?
yeah.
when you
So
know
it's
that's gonna
like
happen?
whatever.
But more than that, he told her like you can steal.
He
So
said
which means-
that.
He said that. So he couldn't trust her, and she couldn't trust him.
Yeah.
This is a very fucked up situation.
It's a hard thing. Imagine if you had like 150K in your bank. You know what I mean? And you don't know if you're gonna win at the end. What would you do?
Oh my God.
Even if you were the nicest, most genuine person in the world, that will still make you think. Do I?
I feel like at that point you just have to do steal because if someone walked away with all the money, I'd just be
No.
pissed. So I'd be like, I'd rather no one get
No one get
anything.
it.
I think Johnny Bananas did it, right?
He did, and he
did,
got
he
all
did,
the
he
money.
did.
What a savage, yo.
That was crazy.
Very savage. Game.
And
Yeah, I mean,
Game of savages.
it almost, if you look at it that way, though, it almost is like, especially at this level, because what is it, 5 couples left?
Yeah.
So, I mean, everybody has a decent amount of money. So it's almost like, just pick steal. Because if you pick steal and they pick share, you get the money.
Right.
If you pick steal and they pick steal, then nobody gets the money.
Yeah.
It's like the suckiest thing is to pick share and they pick steal and you get nothing after all of that.
I think at this point, it's like you either press share if you're planning on like winning the whole thing, so then you have enough money to share that it's like
Right.
enough. But if you're at like a weird like equal like I don't know, not like low money because nothing's low money, but
no, I mean, like I said, at this level, it's almost like in Tori's situation.
It's the whole game is all
and
about
Morgan.
trust.
That's 75,000.
Right.
That's
If I was at 20K, I'd still be let's play.
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
make
of
this
course,
some more, just
of
a little
course.
bit.
Right.
But if I was at 75,000, I'm gonna have to think.
that's why it's all fucked up what money does to people.
It does.
It's sad.
This
More
is why
money,
the
more
trust,
problems.
Like, yeah, if your trust is on the other level, like the next level, you'll be fine. It's all about trust.
It really is.
It's a good lesson for life, definitely.
It is.
Like, cause there's some like I said, Michaela and Cameron they would not steal from each other. I don't think Devin or Rashida would. So that's why I think they're like set.
Set. Right.
Yeah.
There would be no point to vote them in.
Unless
because-
they're last
Good
place. So
example for
yeah.
life. MTV building today's youth.
Yes.
Abby, do you have any predictions?
Not really.
Not really.
Prediction.
I mean,
my
I-
prediction, yeah.
My prediction is you're gonna
You
talk
predict-
after
My,
this.
my prediction, and me and Abby are going on a date.
Oh!
That's my prediction.
Oh, shoot.
Love it or hate it.
Oh.
An Israeli lover.
we got to
my
get
God.
this. We got to get this name down. We got to get this name down.
Everyone, I saw the shadows. Absaf was one. I'm
Absaf?
saying.
Abscess sounds like a gross
It
like
sounds
fungus.
It sounds like an abscess.
It sounds
It's like abstract.
sounds like a growth on the body that you don't
It
want.
sounds like an
Like a
abscess.
creature.
It just. I mean, well, both your names start with A, so it makes it different.
I think it says something
Yeah.
about us.
It does. What does it say?
I don't know, we both with A. We should date or something. Go on a date.
I feel like I can see why you get in trouble on
It's
the
because
show.
there's
Yeah, what?
You see why? And who was it? There was somebody on the show who was like, "Dude, how do you say no to ASAP?" Because he's so like, and he plays it so well, and it's like, well, I don't know what I'm doing. You're like, what, huh?
We
I'm
both
missing
have
you.
names that
Right,
start with
yeah.
A.
I mean,
What?
come on, now we have to have babies.
Yeah.
Like I can see this dude's a charmer. I get it. Whatever. Oh man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, thank you ASAP for joining us today.
That's it.
That's it.
Bro, we only getting out.
It's like last week. What was you don't have to-
Oh my
you don't have
gosh.
to- you
Oh
don't
my.
gotta
He's
go.
always destroying equipment, man.
Sorry.
Oh man. But ladies and gentlemen, that's been our show. We want to thank, of course, ASAP for being here.
Yeah.
Also, make sure that you stay tuned in for next week. Just stay tuned in the whole time.
Just tune in.
Come back.
Just tune in.
Don't sleep. Don't turn your TVs or computers off at all. No, but yeah, be here next week because you never know who's gonna be in the studio. Just saying.
Turn on notifications.
Exactly. Right. I've been your host, Lem Gonsalves, and as always, you can find me at The Poet Saint all day, every day, everywhere. Abby Vega, where you at?
I am at _Abby Vega.
Yes.
Yes.
Soon to be changed to Abby Goren.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I love you.
I can resist.
Oh my
man.
God.
ASAP, tell the people where you at, man.
Oh.
Me and Abby were gonna open a new Instagram account together. Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
Hashtag Absaf. That's
Right.
where you can find him.
You can continue. Don't look out for me. It's all good in the hood, guys.
Whoa.
I can't.
Y'all can find me at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Catch me on hashtag Nino's POV and find out what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be following them on the date with my IG stories.
Catch me outside.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Outside.
Oh, man. All right, y'all. Until next week, we'll see you.
Goodbye.
Oh, hey.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.